Another Brick Fan here with a look at a collectible minifigure series. This is Series 19. This is set number 71025. Was released in September 2019. Contains 16 minifigures packaged in blind bags. Each blind bag cost about $4, so an entire set would cost you about $64 if you guessed correctly. If you want some tips on finding these minifigures, take a look at my opening 16 Collectible Minifigures Series 19, linked up here in the corner. The box distribution is fairly even, with a minimum of 3 of each figure, and some have up to 5 of each. Some of my favorites in this series include the Fright Knight up here in the front, the Galactic Bounty Hunter in the third row there, which is probably my favorite out of this set. I also like the Programmer over here on the left-hand side in the second row. And Gamer Guy right in front of her is also a very good figure. Let's take a closer look at each of these figures. First up are Video Game Champ and Shower Guy. Both of these have really nice accessories. Video Game Champ has a dual molded headpiece with his headset and green hair. He also has this great video game tile here for the space video game that he's playing on his play box. Also has this controller piece, which looks very authentic. I really like how that came out. Shower Guy, not only does he have a cloth bath towel around him here, he's got his brush and his rubber ducky, which is a recolor. I don't think I've seen this in green before. Here's our rubber ducky in that nice green recolor with the red beak. Our Gamer Guy has a jacket wearing over a gray vest with a logo there in the front. He has some patches on there, some nice printing down the legs. Our Shower Guy, as you may expect, is pretty much naked, just wearing a towel. Got the nice shower cap on. Moving around the side, you see that we have good printing along the side, the sleeves of our Video Game Champ. You get a good look at the headphones that he's wearing, or in this case a headset, because it does have a microphone on the other side. The back here of our Video Game Champ continues with all of the patchwork on his jacket. Shower Guy just has a little tiny bit of detailing up here. Both have alternate expressions that you can see here. Gamer Guy is angry or perhaps concentrating really hard, and here's our Shower Guy with an even broader grin. Continuing around, you see that our Video Game Champ has printing on the side of this arm as well. And here is our Shower Guy again. And if you're concerned, Shower Guy does have bubbles here around his waist, which is a pretty interesting touch. Let's move on to our next two minifigures. Next up we have Fright Knight and the Monkey King. I like the Fright Knight with the trans blue sword and the trans blue feather on his helmet. As you can see, he has a nice coat of arms with kind of a bat symbol here with some red trim. Looks very nice. Get these out of the way so you can see the armor that he is wearing in this nice silver with, again, black and red printing. Notice his legs go all the way down. These are a dual mold with the dark bluish gray and then gray down below. The face shield does not pop up, but if we take the helmet off, he has pale blue skin on his hands and face. Very light detail there for the face, but you can still see the expression in just a slightly darker blue. Moving over to the Monkey King, see he has this armor that's printed on the front. He's carrying a staff with pearl gold lightsaber hilts on either end. His legs are also printed very nicely and dual molded with red and black. He's got a devious expression here. You notice a gold headband that goes around. And then this really nice hairpiece with a little accessory on top. Let's move around these figures, and you see that our Fright Knight has a silver arm here, indicating that he's wearing armor. The printing here on Monkey King, you can see the gold on the lower part of his arm and red on the top. He also has this tail piece. See that he's got the shoulder armor here, goes across, and the ears are in fact molded into the headpiece, which is a nice effect, as you would probably expect. The back of the knight is fairly plain. The Monkey King has this split cape, goes under, and then more scaling of the armor in the back. No alternate expression for the knight, but let's go ahead and take this armor off. As you can see, under the armor, the Fright Knight is wearing, looks like a chainmail shirt. So 2 levels of armor on the Fright Knight. Continuing around, you see now the front of the Fright Knight here with the chainmail. You get a better look at the printing that goes down his legs as well. Overall, 2 very nice figures. And like I said in the opening, the Fright Knight is one of my favorites from this series. Let's move on to the next figures. Next up, we have Programmer and Mummy Queen. As you can see, the Programmer has a robot. The robot is done with this nice 1x1 printed brick. Some rounded 1x2 plates, and then a little handle piece here in the back. She also is carrying one of the newer laptop pieces in white. This opens up to show a screen and a keyboard, no additional printing on the inside. The Mummy Queen includes this gold scorpion piece, which is nice and been around for a while, but it's good to see it in this pearl gold coloring. The prints on both of these is very good. I like the bits, the 0 and 1 shirt that our Programmer is wearing. Nice red printing along her legs here as well. Fits right in. I like her hairstyle with a big bun in the back. The Mummy Queen is printed very nicely with these turquoise accents. This face looks good in this pearl gold color. The wrappings here on her body, and then kind of the tan sash that goes around her waist. On Programmer Girl, both have printing on the side. So on Programmer Girl, she has kind of this plaid skirt, looks like she's wearing. The black on the top of her arms, printing all the way down on the Mummy Queen's arms. And then her sash here along her legs look dual molded with the nougat and white. And Programmer Girl looks like red and dark bluish gray. Good back printing on the Mummy Queen. Both have alternate expressions. Here's the Mummy Queen in more of a mummy form, and Programmer Girl with just a small smile on her face. Printing continues on both arms on this side. Let's move on to our next 2 minifigures. Next up, we have Jungle Explorer and Firefighter. The Jungle Explorer comes with this, our Jungle Explorer comes with this really nice chameleon piece, which is done in a green color with very nice printing on both sides. Very good piece, and I think exclusive to these sets, and exclusive to this minifigure set as of now. The Explorer also comes with this magnifying glass and a backpack, which we'll take a look at in just a moment. I like his hat. I think it looks very good. Good printing. He's in a traditional kind of jungle gear. So he has a scarf around his neck. He's got the khaki jacket, some ropes going across his front. the dual molding pants, which have the black on top and then the brown for the boots. And if you look, he's got little printing on the front of his boots there as well. Good facial expression that you can see here with his curly mustache. The firefighter girl is done nicely with a cap and the dual molded cap and yellow hair here. She's carrying a bullhorn with a city fire symbol on it. She's of course wearing her turnout gear here in black with the reflective like blue down here and then the blue and orange up on her torso, which I think it looks good and is very appropriate obviously to a firefighter. Moving around, you can also see some more reflective fabric in this printing here on her wrist. You get a good look at the nice backpack piece for our explorer with the green bedroll on top and then the brown backpack below. Good look at the back of his hat as well. Get the backpack out of the way here. With the backpack out of the way, you see the continuation of that rope that goes around our Jungle Explorer. Definite dual molded legs here. Firefighter has the firefighter symbol on the back and some more continuation of this nice green and orange reflective vest. The firefighter does have an alternate expression, but no alternate expression on our Jungle Explorer. Continuing around, you see the side printing on our firefighter here, and then the dual molding of the legs of our Jungle Explorer. Let's take a look at our next two minifigures. Next up we have Dog Sitter and Pizza Costume Guy. The Dog Sitter has this nice dual molded hairpiece with a ponytail in the back, which we'll see in a moment, and the blue ball cap. She's wearing overalls and has a pooper scooper here. And you'll see that she does come with two of these 1x1 studs that can be used to represent poop, and she can scoop those up. She also comes with two dogs. So there's a brown wiener dog who's about 3 studs long in this nice brown coloring. Barely some slight printing on the end of his nose and on his eyes. For the first dog. The second dog is a little bit smaller. But again, nice printing for him. He actually has a pink tongue here that you can see, and then whiskers and a black nose and eyes. So two very nice dog accessories that come with the Dog Sitter. Our Pizza Costume Guy includes this pizza menu, which is a nice print on a 2x3 tile. His costume is very detailed with this large pizza wedge piece and then the very loud pants that he's wearing. Look very good. No printing on his torso. Let's get this cap out of the way and get a better look at our dog sitter's face. Let's go ahead and move around the figures. See the printing of the checker pattern for the pizza costume guy is the same as you saw on the front. Dual molded legs here on our dog catcher with some little yellow on the white down here. So she's wearing these coverall shorts. See a good look at the hair piece. Interestingly, there is no printing on the back of the pizza costume. I guess that makes sense. Probably the bottom of the crust of the pizza, I suppose, is all uniform one color. Good printing of the overalls here on our costume of our dog sitter. And the pizza costume guy does not have an alternate face. As we look the rest of the way around, you notice there's printing on the outside of the arm here. So she has a short sleeve shirt and then the yellow skin coloring underneath on the rest of her arm. Let's move on to our next two characters. Next up we have Galactic Bounty Hunter and a Gardener. The Galactic Bounty Hunter is probably my favorite out of this set. I like the printing on the front of the helmet. I really like this trans red piece that he has, which is his wanted poster. And it says, wanted, built or broken, and then the reward down there. Very clever. It's kind of a standard blaster piece. The Gardener comes with a plant piece, as you can see here, as well as a really nice flamingo piece. This really nice flamingo piece, which has a little bit of printing there for the eye. It's done in kind of a soft material for the neck of the flamingo here. Printing on the bill, of course, and then the back is more of a solid style plastic. And then they stand here simulating them standing on a single leg or their legs both together. Nice little piece and garden decoration. Moving back to the minifigures. Nice printing on the helmet of our Galactic Bounty Hunter. Has a shoulder piece here. Good printing on the torso. Done in this yellow and gray on the black material. Some silver printing down here. And some printing on the tips of his boots there, on the toes. The loud purple flower pattern here for our Gardener. Glasses on the bridge of her nose. The nice teal pants with the spotted look on them. Big bun here, done in that lavender color. Pretty interesting. Moving to the side, you see that she does continue the side printing and she has a short sleeve shirt on. Always good to get printing on the arms. Moving around to the back, we continue that floral pattern for the Gardener, and then the nice printing continues on the back of our Galactic Bounty Hunter. The Galactic Bounty Hunter has a little bit of printing. He's got this kind of metallic gray colored head with a small printing here on the back. Our Gardener does not have an alternate expression. And then moving back around to the front, our Galactic Bounty Hunter, you see, has a light blue face with some gold printing on that as well. Hard to tell if he's an alien or perhaps maybe a robot. Both good-looking figures, and let's move on to our next two. Next up, we have Rugby Player and Fox Costume Girl. The Rugby Player, you can see, is carrying a rugby ball with some good printing on that. Our Fox Girl has a bag here to collect her chickens in. So she does come with a chicken, which looks very nice with the red printing there and the little eyes. Nice looking chicken. This white printing on the front isn't too washed out by printing onto the orange. She does have dual molded legs with black on the bottom, black hands, and then the black ears, of course. Our Rugby Player has a nice uniform on with a green on top, going down to white, and then some green and yellow stripes on the bottom. This helmet piece he's wearing, I think, looks good for a rugby helmet. Some orange here, and then a nice tail piece for the fox. The back printing's completely plain for the Fox Costume Girl, but the Rugby Player continues on his printing. Here's a better expression for him without his teeth knocked out. Our Fox Girl also has an alternate expression on her. Here in the front you see our Rugby Player with his knocked out teeth. Let's move on to our last two figures. Here are our last two minifigures. We have Bear Costume Guy, who has a heart-shaped tile here, as well as a quarter round tile. It's a quarter round 1x2 tile with a rainbow print on it. which matches the print on his chest here. And you'll see that he has just a plain face underneath his bear costume. You can sort of see his eyes through there if you look closely. Our mountain bike girl is wearing her nice pink outfit with a tire tread across it. The blue pants here that are dual molded into legs with green on the bottom. She comes with this nice mountain bike piece, which I think looks really good. I like the orange wheels there. Goes really nicely with the blue. And her helmet here is dual molded with her hair. So moving to the side, you see that there's a sleeve printed on her arm and then some printing down her legs, which again are the dual molded with the light green. Our bear costume guy has two colors for his legs and an alternate expression. The biker girl's alternate expression has her wearing her sunglasses, and I do like the back printing here for her uniform. Looking at the other side, it's nice that she has a different print here on her left arm than her right arm. So it looks like she's got a bandage here on her forearm. Now that we've taken a close look at all of the minifigures, let's go back and I'll give you a summary of the set. Overall, I really like Series 19. I think it was a very good set. Lots of additional characters. So the fox has a chicken, there's a pelican, chameleon, and a couple of dogs. Not to mention the robot that the programmer has. All of these are really nice. I know I heard a lot of people were excited about the shower guy with his green rubber ducky as well as the shower cap piece. The pizza costume guy and the video game champ both have very nice printed 2x3 tiles that they are holding. Hope you enjoyed my thoughts on this collectible minifigure set. And I'm going to get started on another video. Until then, happy building! If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more of my LEGO content. And I've left a few links up to some other videos here on the screen.